If you have been sending proposals on Upwork and you have not been getting replies, it's probably one of the mistakes that every beginners on Upwork make. Today, I want to show you how I write proposals, the exact way I write proposals that get them to reply my message. Hi, my name is Oluwayemisi. I'm a data scientist and I'm a freelancer on Upwork. And I have worked with several clients on Upwork, and I can tell you and I'll show you how exactly the steps, everything I do to make sure that the clients get back to me when I send them my cover letter. So yes, let's get right into it. I'm going to be showing you practical. This is practical, like show you everything, what I write, how I write it. So if you really want to make it on Upwork, right, make sure you watch this video to the end. By the way, I'm a top rated freelancer on Upwork, and I can tell you for real that I have gotten to that. I have passed through all these things, I have passed through all this stress. But today I want to show you everything so you don't have to go through the stress I went through when I started on Upwork. So let's get right into it. You can see that I am top rated on Upwork, and I have done over 28 jobs on Upwork. I know how to get them. I know how to convince them. I know how to let them know that I can do their job. So today I'm going to be showing you everything I usually do, right? This is just me. I mean, why will I gatekeep? There's no need for gatekeeping, right? Many people are here looking for jobs. Many people have skills and they want to achieve something. So why will I gatekeep? It's not like I can get the whole job in the whole world. So you need to give room for other people to also, get jobs too. So there's a job I saved here. I want to use that as a sample to show you how I write my proposals, and also like it's applicable to other fields, right? Just follow the format and see how I actually do, and then try to use that same format for your own too as well. So let me get to the work. So this is the job that I saved, right? I saved this, when was that? Yesterday, I believe, before yesterday or so. I can't really remember, but yeah, this is it. And let me start by telling you the first things that you need to take note of when you first see a job, right? Once you first open your Upwork and you're like, oh, let me apply for a job, let me do this, let me do that. The first things, or the things you need to take note of before you jump on just writing proposal, wasting your time, and you not end up getting the client. So first of all, read the job posts, understand it. Every job post has what they want, right? Don't just assume that, oh, this is it. I've seen a job like similar to this is what the person wants. No, read and understand what the client wants before you now start writing a proposal. So let's read it together. We're looking for an experienced Python developer with machine learning experience to support a short-term project involving data processing and basic machine learning workflow implementation. The goal is to build a clean, efficient Python-based solution that can process and apply simple machine learning logic when needed. We prefer someone who is comfortable working independently, writes well, code, and can quickly understand requirements. This is their responsibility. This is the responsibility of what they want the person to do. Develop Python script for data processing and automation, implement the integration basic machine learning models and workflow, work with data sets, ensure that code is efficient, clean, and well documented, handle error cases, and maintain stable execution. This is the requirements they want you to have. So you check the requirements. Some clients list the requirements, some don't list. But I think at the bottom here, you can actually always see the skills that they need. So you look at it and see, is it a skill that I have, right? Or is it a skill that I'm learning? Is it a skill that, I'm not really comfortable with, but I have an idea, right? And then you go straight to reading its requirements: strong experience with Python, experience with machine learning, libraries, familiarity with data processing, model implementation, experience working with API and data processing, ability to write clean, maintainable codes. So you can see they said they need an intermediate. Some may need a beginner, Just look out for all these things. And they said if you've worked with Python machine learning project, please share a brief example of GitHub or project link. Even if the client does not tell you to share your link, that should be your number one thing. You want to convince that client that you have done work before. So make sure that you always have it on your phone, have it on your system, wherever you are applying jobs, to always have it on that device, and then so that it'll be easy for you to just apply, link it, and then off you go. Yes. So the first thing you actually look at is, first of all, read the job post, understand what they want. If you don't understand what they want, you will just be writing things off point, too many things. Your proposal will be too long because you don't understand what they wrote, right? So that's the first thing you do. The second thing I usually look out for is that check the price. But at this point, yes, check the price. As a beginner, check the price. When I started on Upwork, I wasn't really looking for jobs of $50. Honestly, $50 was not to what I was looking for. Like, I was looking for jobs lower than $50. Anything lower than 50. In fact, I think I did at some point I didn't even pick jobs that were 30. I was looking for jobs 10, 20. The moment I see a job 10, 20, I hop on it as quick as possible. And that's what I will tell you as a beginner. Always make sure that you are looking for jobs that are very small. People posting jobs and putting a price that is as low as 10 and 20, they can never be expecting to see an expert or intermediate. They shouldn't even expect that. They want to see is a beginner they are looking for. They are not looking for intermediate, because you cannot see a top-rated freelancer come and apply for jobs that is $10 or $5. It's not possible. So these are people they are looking for, you that are starting up. So you first of all look at the price and make sure that it is exactly what you want, or what is going to help you get to that place. And then you'll be like, okay, fine. The next thing you go to is that, like I said, look at the skills, the skills that you have. And I always say this to beginners on Upwork, right? I'm like, see, it's not every skill you must know 100%. It's not every skill you must even know 80%. It's not every skill you must even know 70%. I feel like as long as you know it 50%, you're good to go. Honestly, 40% if you're good to go, because you have ChatGPT, you have AIs that's going to help you to make sure that but the fact that you just have an idea of this, you just need something to really help you, navigate through it, and then you give it to the client. So you don't be expecting that your job is supposed to be, you're supposed to have like a what's it called, 100% skills before you start applying for Upwork. Don't. If I tell you my story of how I started on Upwork, I'm a data scientist, and I can tell you that I learned data science on my own. I learned data analysis, I learned on my own, and I started Upwork on my own. Nobody can come and tell me, oh, I showed you the way I did. No, I did everything on my own. And I can tell you that if I did it on my own, you can do it on your own. It is not something hard. All you need to do is that just know that these skills, you have a little amount of knowledge about it, and then you can use AI to help you navigate the way, and then you keep getting jobs like that. And do you know that as you're getting all these jobs, right, you are improving your skills? Honestly, because I've gotten jobs that I have not, I don't know. Let me not say I don't know. I have an idea about, but I'm like, are you sure I can do this? But I'll still take the job. I ask people, I ask ChatGPT. I'm like, this is what is going to help me improve my skills. Because if you keep doing projects, that's how you're going to improve in your skills. Yes. So that's the second thing you look out for. The third thing you look out for, first of all, please, active on this job. Look at the proposal that has been sent, 50 to 20 proposal. It's not bad if the pricing is very low, right? 50 to 20, you can still compete too. But most times I say if it is 5 to 10, that is very good. Apply for the job as fast as possible. Look at the last time the clients viewed it. Hope it's not like 1 month, 1 year. Look at that. So it's very important. And that's the reason why you should always have your app on your phone, because you want to apply as quick as possible. As sharp. See, there were times I was about to go out and I looked at my phone and I saw a job. I closed the car door. The way I ran back inside on my system, applied for the job. And I can tell you that before I got to where I was going to, the client sent me a message, and I was replying, because obviously it's in my phone. I was replying. I tried to, convince the clients that, oh, I'll do the work. I'm currently at this, but this is what I can do. That's it. Be very prepared. At any point in time you see a job, you hop on it, like before the people that are even coming behind you even notice that there was a job posted. You need to do the necessary things. So I also look at interviewing. How many people are they interviewing? Because some people invite people. They can invite like 10 and you see them interviewing 10. Like, they will not even bother to check your own profile or check your own proposal or anything. So always make sure that interviewing, even if it's just one person interviewing, you can still try to apply. A person might want to look for another person to see if their skills are comparable, if this is better than this. And then for me, at the time when I started, once a client invites someone, I don't bother, honestly. Especially what I do is that I run straight to other projects and see if the client has invited other people before, and if it was from the other people he invited that he employed. And the moment I noticed that, I'm like, I don't want to waste my connect, because connect is gold. Connect is gold, guys. Connect is gold. So you need to make sure that you are smart in doing these things. It's not about, oh, intelligent. You need to know the strategy, what and what and what and what needs to be done for me to get to my client. So I look at that too as well. Other things I look at is also, in fact, that's the number one thing I do. I always make sure that payments verified. See, payments verified. Always make sure that your client's payment method is verified. If your client's payment method is not verified, please do not even bother to apply for that job, because they're scammers. They're either scammers or they're people just trying to see how they can just navigate through the app. They don't know about it and stuff like that, and you waste your connect and apply, and at the end of the day, either Upwork will remove that account, just something ja. So just make sure that if their payment method is not verified, you don't apply for the job. Okay, so phone number verified, I think that one is not necessary. So then you can look out for the jobs that they have posted before. Some people can post 10 jobs and they've not employed anybody before. So that is a red flag for me too as well. Also, look out for if they've hired people before. Try to see, like this person has not hired anybody before. But most times, let me show you another one. If they've hired somebody before, right, you can look out to see, how well did they do with their clients? Is he a very terrible person, or is he somebody that, you can't work with? Because getting 5-star is a necessary thing here. You don't want anybody to spoil your profile with things giving you work that will just spoil your profile. That's the beginning of serious trouble, right? So just like this one now, you can see that other clients he has worked with, and you can see that, okay, they are giving good reviews. Kurat is amazing. She's so wonderful and works to achieve. Okay, this is to freelancer, right? Yes, this is the one that the freelancer gave to. So this to freelancer means that the client, there's the person doing the job, like let's say me now, they are giving me the review. Then this first one now is for, right? This first one is for the person actually giving you the job to do. So you can see it was greeting with Liam. It was great working with Liam. All expectations were clearly communicated. I hope to work with him again in the future. So you can see that this client is a very good person. You can see they even gave him 5 stars. How many times? 3 times. So that's very necessary. You need to make sure that you are working with a very good client, because some clients, they get constant for headache. At the beginning of your this, that's when you start to see that you get low stars, and that is the beginning of failure. So you do not want to fall into all those pitfalls. Make sure that you are taking note of all the things that I'm telling you. Okay? So after that, and you see that, okay, everything is right, everything is nice, everything is going well, you click on apply. And when you click on apply, now we start to write the proposal. So let me show you how I write my proposal. It is as short and simple as possible. I hit the nail on the head. Like, if there's anything hitting the nail, like I hit the nail on the head of the head. Not even the neck, not the shoulder, the head. I hit it down to the skull. So that's how I do it. And let me show you. So first of all, the first thing I always do is that I have a portfolio. Make sure you have a portfolio. That's the first thing you should look out for. Make sure you are having a portfolio when you're starting up on Upwork. If you do not have a portfolio, please go and get a portfolio where all your projects are. Whatever you are doing, graphic design, what's it called, virtual assistant, whatever you do, find how they do present their portfolio and everything. So check YouTube, you can browse it. How can I create my own portfolio? Then put your skills that you do, and then you see several will come out. And then for data scientists, there are different websites. Build your portfolio and then have a link. A link is very good. I prefer a link, honestly. I cannot start posting a lot of things, several. I just prefer a link. You click on the link and it takes you, and you see several of things I have done, which is easier also when you're writing your cover letter, so your cover letter don't become too bulky. Okay, so the first thing I do is hey. I write hey, or I write hello. Please don't write hello sir, hello ma. We're not writing a formal, it's not a job, a full-time job that you have to write hello sir, hello hiring manager, hello. No, just hello. Put it as hello. And also what I used to say is that go and look at and see if they have done jobs before. Let me take you to the one I showed you before. If they have done jobs before, look at it and look at the name. If somebody has mentioned their name before, this is the sample. See that someone has mentioned their name before. You see this one now. He gave the client gave the freelancer gave the clients a very low star. So you can see that this is very bad. See, this is very, very bad. To tell you that maybe the freelancer is not the client is not a good client. I don't used to like to work with all these people. So you can see for this one now, when you look at it, when you open it and everything, go below, you see clients recent history, or and you can check if someone actually, if any client mentioned, any freelancer mentioned the client's name, so you can know if you can just use that name. So like this one now, you can see this is actually for the client Mia. Sorry, this one is for the freelancer. This is the client writing it for the freelancer, and the freelancer's name is Mia. Then you come here, you see two freelancers. So the freelancer's name is, what's it called? Yell, YLL. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yell, right? I don't know how to pronounce it, but YLL. So what you now do is that you will now, once you've known that. So I just use that as an example, but this what's it called, this job post does not, this person has not worked with anybody before. I couldn't get any name, but let's assume, right, that that was the person's name in this. So you say hello Yell, right? You say hello Yell, you put comma. This is how I do it. I don't go to the next line. I say hello Yell, and then I put, this is my proposal. Sorry, this is my, the link to my, this is a link to my portfolio. And then I put the link to my portfolio so that the person can see my work even before reading things that I can do for the person. The person can even see, okay, let me even see what the person, or what I have done. You say this, and then you can now come to the next line, right, and say, you don't need to mention your name, you don't need to mention anything, you don't need to start saying, oh, my name is this, my name is that. Just go straight to the point. So based off what I read, right, the person is actually looking for machine learning expert too. Person is looking for, so you can see that these are all the skills I can do. I've looked at it and I'm like, oh yes, 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 I can do it. So what I'll just start saying is that after saying this is, I'll now say, I have read your job post and I can see that you are looking for a machine learning, right? I am available to assist you with your projects. I'm available to assist you with your projects. So that's what you just say. You now say, I will, then you can now go straight to now telling the person. So you can now tell the person a bit of what you have done in just a sentence. You say, I am a data scientist and I have worked on several projects, right? I have worked on several projects using machine learning. I will ensure to a carry out a thorough analysis on your project. Please pardon me, I write too fast and sometimes I get error while writing, right? So I will ensure to carry out a thorough analysis on your project. So I'd say I'll ensure to carry out a thorough analysis on your project, build a clean, efficient Python-based solution using machine learning models. Using machine learning models, right? Then I don't want to repeat machine learning models here. So you can see I'll just say solution, full stop, right? So you can go further to say that I will also provide you with a detailed explanation on the codes, right? So this is you trying to tell them that apart from the work you're going to do, you're going to do extra thing for them. You would explain the code so that they can easily know, right? Easily understand what is about. Just look for something extra. But me, I usually tell them that I am a okay, I can even put it here. and say I am an academic, right? I'm academic researcher. I am an academic researcher and I can ensure to provide you with, right, with a detailed explanation of the code and this explanation with the code. Then you can now tell them to expect an original and no plagiarism work, right? Expect, I can ensure, or I can ensure your work is free from plagiarism, right? I can ensure that your work is free from plagiarism and will have a high quality result. So this is you guaranteeing them that, you make sure that you take extra time to make sure that their work is perfect, right? Then you can go ahead now to now tell them that you would ensure that the work is delivered at their own time frame, right? So you can say, I'll ensure that the project is done within your time frame. Okay. So this is you telling them that you make sure that you deliver on time. I mean, if you give somebody a project, right, and the person tells you, "Oh, I'll do it for you in 2 days," and I can bet you I'll do it well, the person is able to convince you and tell you that they can do the work as quick as possible and as perfect as possible. And someone who tells you that he's going to take 1 month because he wants to do the work perfectly okay, like both of them are still saying perfectly okay. And if you now see plus evidence that the person has given, that is also, I will go for the one that, short period, because also I can now see evidence. I can see evidence of what the person has done before, and I can guarantee that, okay, this person might deliver my work, on time. So these are things you do. So you can go ahead to say, feel free to share your data, and then the project can commence, right? And then the project can commence. So this is it. Then you can just say, regards OLYMC. Okay, this is usually long. I like to just put EMC. This is perfect. And you're done. This is everything. So you can see that my portfolio link is here. And then this is very short. When you tell ChatGPT to do it for you, ChatGPT will give you almost like 10 lines. And that's very long. This is very short. When the client is reading it, he'll see a link, he'll be like, oh, this person seems to know. Let me open it and see what the person is doing. Because that's the first thing that's going to show, this line. Most times I don't even write, this is my link. I just put hello, then the person's name, and I'll put my portfolio. And I like to put this in capital letter, my portfolio. So that's everything you need to know when you're actually, that's everything you need to know about writing your cover letter or your proposal, right? This is very important. You need to make sure that all these things are really, 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 you know, given to the client, to let the client evidence, a lot of evidence to let the client know that you can actually do the work. Okay. So the next thing you're going to do is attach your files. Please make sure you attach, even if you have put your cover letter, that's your portfolio link in this place, make sure you attach as many cover letter as possible. That is very important, as many as possible. I usually upload up to 5. That's very important. Up to 5 is very good. Even if you have everything already on your portfolio, attach more. Some people may not click the link, but they will see this one attached to it, and that's very important. You can go as well also and add Upwork job though if you have not done job before, so you just leave it. But since I have done, I'll pick the ones that are relevant or close to what I'm trying to apply for, and then I would choose that, right? Also, you can go as well as add portfolio. You know, when you go to your profile, also if you have not optimized your profile before, your Upwork before, I have a video which I'm going to link at the top right here. Look at it just at the top right here. It's going to show where you actually know how to optimize your profile. That's very important. So you can pick some projects from here. When you optimize your project, some of all the projects you've put will be shown here, so you can able to select. Then certificate too as well, even on your profile too. When you optimize your profile, your Upwork, right, there are some certificates you attach, so they will show on this place, and that's very important. You select them too as well. Then yeah, boost. As of the beginning I started boosting, but I stopped boosting at some point. So I just felt like it's waste of connect sometimes. If you're applying to very small jobs, I feel like you shouldn't boost because it has no effect at all. Just leave it like that and just continue. Like don't see this one now 49 these are people who have connects, and funny enough, these are people who are just applying blindly. They're just like, oh, let me just connect. There's no time to waste. Connect is good, just like I said. So ensure that if you're applying for so small jobs, you just, resist the urge to boost. Just start up like that. And yeah, that's very important. So that's everything you need to know about applying. Here you select by project too as well, and then you see the amount here, and then you see the amount you receive after they've removed tax and everything. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that you need to do when you're writing your proposal. It's very important. So I'm going to be sharing more and more and more tips, right? Because there are other things that you also need to know to make sure that, to allow your clients to get back to you. They'll not just read your message and they'll not get back to you. This time around, they would actually get back to you. So there are other tips which I'm going to be sharing on my page. So if you actually if this sounds like actually what you're looking for, you've not been getting jobs on Upwork, yeah, I should tell you that you should follow my page and then watch out for more and more. And if you have any questions as well, tell me in the comment section, which I will make sure that I respond to you. Let me just give you the key things now out of everything that we have done now, the key things that you should take note of. The first one is keep your proposal short. Keep your proposal very short. Always customize, right, the first line. Make sure that the first line is carrying the client's name. If the client's name is mentioned, if it's not mentioned, you can just leave it as hello. Then my portfolio. Don't forget to do this. This is very important. My portfolio is, the moment they see this, they have an idea that you know what you're doing. So make sure you put in my portfolio. Then always apply early as well. Like I said, always have it on your phone to apply early and early and early as possible. It's very important to apply early, because if you are waiting till the next day, the third day, the client has actually probably picked someone, or basically the job is no longer available. So make sure you apply as early as possible. So if you would like more videos about Upwork freelancing and building yourself career in tech, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. That's very important. And if you want a proposal template, right, I would advise that you comment proposal below, and I'll show you and give you templates that I use, other templates that I use. Yes, I'll give you some templates that I also use that are very important, because there are not just one ways to write proposals. There are several ways to write proposals. So I'll give you others. So comment proposal and I will send it to you. Yes, so that's pretty much everything that you should take note of. And yeah, that's it. So I guess I'll see you in my next video. Stay tuned, stay safe, and don't you give up. Okay, bye.